What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are reviewing The Fast and the Furious. And I just want to clarify something. I just want to apologize for not posting anything for so long. And you saw recently that I released the St. Patrick's Day video. That was the most recent one. I just wanted to apologize for taking forever, to come out things. I just want to apologize. Now, with that being said, because literally after making Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I just had to take a break. Honestly, because that movie was a giant pain in my butt to deal with. Okay, the reason why I split the review into 3 parts is because the freaking video was way too long, and I had no choice but to split into 3 parts. So yeah, just to let you guys know that, to anybody that know, why is it 3 parts? That is why. Even my iMovie is basically nah, this movie's terrible. Because I definitely ran that review, but yeah. Now we are gonna finally tackle the Fast and the Furious series. This was a series I've been waiting to cover for quite some time now. And listen, Fast and the Furious is one of those franchises where it's essentially Taco Bell movies. That's what they essentially are. They taste good. They're essentially fast food movies, essentially. And I like them. I like Fast and the Furious. Now, I did something, I may have done something that I might regret. And I did it for the series, y'all. And I'm about to reveal it right here. I also did it for family. I went out yesterday, and I shaved my head. See that? You see that? You see this? Look at that. My hair, man. My hair. Yeah, guys. I shaved my head. Yep. I shaved my head just so I could look like Dom Toretto. I hope it was worth it, guys. Cause look at it. All my precious hair is gone, man. I had to do it for family. Come on, Dom. You forced me to do this, Dom Toretto. You know what? But yeah, I had to. Anything for family. Anyways, so yeah. You guys like the new look? Kind of rocking it. Anyways. Okay, anyways. What did I thought of The Fast and the Furious? Or at least the first one. Honestly, this whole franchise essentially started with an unofficial Point Break remake. I mean, I wouldn't really call it an unofficial remake of it. I mean, both movies have pretty similar concepts. Like, for example, both of our main characters are undercover cops. Both of them have to deal with trying to catch a main criminal of a movie. With Point Break was Patrick Swayze, and in Fast and the Furious it was Vin Diesel. And both movies had to deal with some kind of sport. For Point Break, it was surfing. For Fast and the Furious, it was for racing. Now, yeah, bald. Look at that. Nice. Look at that. See how bald that is? You see that? You see that? And you see this hair here? That's just the little of my hair follicles. But yeah, anyways, what I thought of the first one, I think it was a pretty solid way to start this series. And honestly, I think the first one's a little bit underrated. A little bit. Because I don't see not many people talk about that first one. Because honestly, a lot of people would agree that Fast 5 was like the movie that actually made Fast and the Furious good, honestly. But I liked the first few Fast and the Furious movies because I do agree that, like, as the series went on, it basically wasn't really racing. And that's the biggest criticism that people have had with Fast and Furious, that it's no longer about racing. It's essentially about these action movies, essentially. Which I think racing and sports is kind of action, but yeah. First of all, I think the cast here is great. I think the late Paul Walker was pretty good in this movie. Vin Diesel was great. Everyone was great, okay? Because now I did saw this one character in here that I forget his name, but I noticed that he never showed up in the series again, honestly. Even in the sequels, but boy. But yeah. I just think that I just think Fast and the Furious was like an overall like solid movie. Plus there's some scenes in here that most adults would, enjoy. But don't worry, kids. It's PG-13, kids, so you won't be seeing anything. Trust me. None. Just none. Anyways, I think, like, the end was essentially Dom and Brian, essentially driving their two cars super fast and outrunning a train, but Dom here, his car essentially, like, flips, like, multiple backflips over here. And manages to survive at the end. And I guess at the end, he lets him go. So, yeah. Overall, I think the Fast and the Furious, the first one, was a solid start to this franchise. And overall, I thought this was a pretty solid movie, and I think it's underrated because not many people talk about it. But yeah, and that's it. Fast and the Furious came out in 2001, which means this movie's like almost 22 years old. Which it made a surprising amount of money, or at least enough for like a sequel to be made. Which I think Fast and the Furious like 1 through like 4 were essentially racing movies, and like Fast 5, it essentially changed up everything. So yeah. I want you guys to stay tuned for Fast 2, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Peace.